Hey everyone, this is Julian Wong. So just hang out for a couple of moments. I'm going to, as usual, you know the drill. I'm going to be posting my link in a couple of places, and I'm going to adjust my lighting so I get a good spot. And this is like after the trading session. And alright, can you guys see this clearly? Okay. Alright, so just give me a couple of moments. I'm going to be posting this link in a couple of places, and so more people get on board. Okay, so hang on for a couple of moments. If you're right in here, go ahead and comment where you're watching this from, what time it is in your place. I love to know what kind of people are watching here, and you know whether you're already trading or not. Just go ahead and comment below so I know where you're watching this from. Hey there, Byla. Hey Andrew, were you on the webinar just now? Exciting stuff. It wasn't the smoothest sailing, but you know it was definitely something that you know made me even want to live stream about this today. So I think today is a very apt market condition to talk about this you know this topic right here today. So today's topic, like I said, is about how gamifying the way you trade will lead you to more consistent performance and more profit. Okay, so for those of you who are watching this video right now, I'd love to know what kind of trading that you're currently doing. Are you doing binary trading? Are you doing forex trading? Are you new to this stuff? Go ahead and comment below so that I know, you know, what is your experience, what kind of stuff that you currently do in terms of your trading, so that I know how I can cater this message to you today to make it as beneficial as possible. Okay. Hey there, Reginald. How are you doing? So we're gonna start today. Like first of all, I'm gonna give you a bit of a recap about the market conditions today, how the webinar session that I did with my members went today. So as mentioned, like I do give daily coaching for everyone who opens their broker accounts through me, and that link is in the video description. It's found in the Facebook group right there. And so for those people who are on my webinar today, it was a fairly messy webinar. Let me tell you what happened today. Today I was originally going to be doing the London session, but because I had some stuff to do, I postponed it to the 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, which you know had two events going on today. Today we had both, and that time we had the, by the way, there's a website. Did you know about this? There's a website called myfxbook.com that shows you exactly, you know, what kind of news goes on. So I'm going to bring up that page and show you. So today we had two events going on, and this is it. Okay, so this is the website. For those of you who don't know, this is the website. I find it's very useful. I use this a lot myself, and I love the way that they give countdowns to the news. Okay, so let's say you see there's some stuff coming up in 27 minutes. It tells you exactly when, and when it gets closer to the news report, it counts down literally from 60 to 59 seconds and down to all that. Now the event that we did today we traded a webinar at you know, we traded at 10:30, okay, because I wanted to go half an hour behind the news release, and there was a news for, you know, the ECB president's speech, plus the you know, the other high key event was the crude oil stocks change. Okay, so when I postponed my session from the London to the New York, I thought perhaps we may get the same kind of exciting action such as on Monday. Some of you guys may have seen the awesome results on Monday, which I already have uploaded on my Facebook page. So if you're watching this on my Facebook page, you probably already see the kind of awesome results that happened on Monday. I was posting this like there. If you scroll down, you know, the page, the binary facebook.com/the binary lab page, there was some very interesting you know, posts. Like, okay, this was on 27th, and that was not bad. But the more exciting one was the one right here. So this was the epic session that we had. Huge volatility that day. All of our trades were at least 5 pips in the money. Many of them were even like 10 pips, 20 pips, 15 pips, and so on and so forth. Great wins on that day. But today it was a different story. Today was a little bit different in the sense that you know, we got faked out by the markets, and faked out meaning that, you know, it seemed as if it was going to trend, but it didn't trend. It seemed it was going to reverse, but it didn't reverse. So what I would even say is that today it was kind of like a, for several moments, I wouldn't say the entire time, like stalemate issue. All right, like a stalemate, so that as a sometimes as a binary options trader, for those of you who are trading binary, you may have experienced the times when you set a trade for a certain expiry, thinking that you can get comfortably in the money, but instead of that, your trade has barely moved. All right, you could be 30 seconds away from an expiry, but your trade has barely moved, and it could be a 5-minute or 10-minute, but the trade has barely moved, and then you're wondering, you know, why is it doing that? And because too much time has passed, it is too late for you to sell the trade. All right. So now, like today's session, what happened was that it was a little messy. We had to re-enter some trades on different time frames, but after that, it stabilized itself. And then, but even as some trades were not going so well, I looked out for additional opportunities, and then at the end of the session, what do you know? We had newbies in the session saying that, you know, it was his first day on the webinar, made 7 wins, 2 losses, 6 wins, 1 loss, 14 wins, 4 loss or 5 loss. And what I told them is that, you know, we had great conditions for the whole week up to today. Today was kind of confusing, but today, if anyone was able to emerge with this kind of result, you know, that means that, you know, you are definitely prepared for the big profit days ahead. Because if on a challenging condition, if you can break even, it's great. If you can lose minimum, it's great. If you can make money, that is super, super good. Because when the times when the conditions are right, you can definitely you know how to size your trades and all that. And by the way, percentages, I tell people this: when you are trying to size your trade, when you're trying to, don't look at the overall win and loss. A lot of people are obsessed about what is your ITM rate. What is your ITM rate? ITM stands for in the money. What is your ITM rate? What's your in the money rate? Here's what I have to say. All my trades are very different sized. People who watch my webinars will see that sometimes I'll tell people, okay, this trade looks kind of good, but it may just move against us, or not all the conditions are in place. Let's take a small one on this. So right now my account is standing at 53,000, and when I say small, I'm going in 200 bucks. People ask me, why do you go so small? Well, because I don't feel that confident in that trade. But then again, if that trade wins, great. But if that trade goes against me, I believe that every no leads you closer and closer to a yes. Because if that trade were to go against me, by that time that it does do that, all my other conditions would have lined up and I can take that trade. Right? And then when I see that the conditions are lining up, and then I go in again, I may go in with a much larger trade. It's not because I'm margin gaining, it's because I treat it as a separate trade altogether. Alright? So how good a trader you can be depends on how you're able to handle opportunity and your money. Alright? If you manage your money appropriately for the level of opportunity, what can be the level of opportunity be? The level of opportunity can be, for example, if you had entered a trade very early, you gone at the top of a trade. Okay, let's say if you're going on a roller coaster. How many of you have been on a roller coaster ride before? Okay, can you relate with me when you come down, you know, that dive, and then the next moment the mechanism has to take you up that slope. Initially, because of the momentum from the drop, you're able to go up that slope fairly easily. But as time goes by, when you're going against the degree of that slope, it gets slower and slower because the mechanism is working harder and harder to bring you to the top. But once you come off the top, it comes to a balance for a moment that's called equilibrium, and it starts to free fall. All right. So if you are able to get in at that equilibrium point, that means that you had a very high opportunity. If you had a chance to get in just as it beginning to drop, you have a little bit less opportunity because the movement has already taken place. So a lot of and thank you for that, Chewy Sakala. I thank you for your feedbacks. And so back to this topic of gamification. All right, I'm gonna unite all these terms together. I'm a tennis player, and I played competitive tennis in my varsity. And right now, one of my immediate goals is to use the financial freedom that I get from binary trading to be able to get back and play some semi-professional, professional matches. First, I'm going to be looking at winning some of the state tournaments, and then I'm going to look at playing some what they call the satellite matches or the futures. You win in the region, okay? And now, how I compare trading with a game, right? And if you're able to view the trading like a game, where you either win or lose, or or in the case of like poker, sometimes is either you fold or you call, right? So when you relate to the case of a game, then it's a different kind of thinking. Okay, now why do you come into trading? Why do you come into trading? Is it because you believe you can make money in this, or there is money to be made in this? There's a difference. Can you guys comment and answer my question below? Do you go into trading because you think you can make money in this, or because there's money to be made in this? Okay, A, you believe you can make money in this, or B, there is money to be made in this. It's different. It's different. Do you understand the difference in that? Alright, go ahead and comment below. To have fun. Okay, that's also like the options. That's like the option C, because sometimes I can identify with you that sometimes when I trade, I've made enough money for the day. I just do some trades for fun, just to chill. It sounds funny. Alright, a lot of people's answer is going to be along the lines of B. A lot of people's answer will be along the lines of B because they believe there's money to be made. Okay, but the correct answer is that you want to put yourself in the frame of thinking that you can make money in this. Why do you play a match? Okay, alright, people play sport for fun, because for fitness, to chill out, to relieve. But when they play matches, alright, let's say when I play a tennis match, I only go for a tournament because I believe I can win this. Or I challenge someone a match because I believe there's a very high chance that I can win. Okay, so if you are trading, you want to be doing trading because you believe that this is something that you can possibly be good at. This is something that you can possibly understand, and you can make money. This is something that you can possibly, join a group like the Binary Lab, understand the way to trade, go in and trade and make the money. If you can believe, if you are thinking along those lines, you are correct. All right, play to win, correct, Andrew? That's right, play to win. But if you are thinking that, all right, I'm doing this because I see other people doing that, have yourself transfer your frame of thought from I see that other people making money in this, and therefore I believe I'm no less capable than them, and I can make money in this too. If you're able to think in that way, great, because that puts you along the right mindset. Okay, now when we come into the game, like when I'm in every sport, in every kind of challenge, all right, there's only 3 different kinds of people that you can meet. the opponent that is way worse than you, the opponent that is way better than you, the opponent that is the same level as you. All right. And when as a tennis player, I try to challenge 3 different types of people all the time. I challenge the one that is way worse than me, because then I can practice what I'm good at. Okay. So when I look at the binary market, when I'm doing this at the forex charts, I want to see, do I have big movement, many bars? Do I have more than 10 pips per swing? Because if I have more than 10 pips per swing, it gives me a lot of leeway so that when I take my trades, I can be well in the money. On the other hand, if I'm looking to get better trader, I would go to my demo account, go to a difficult market, and see if I can hold out. And if I want to challenge myself to see if I'm ready, okay, I want to be able to go at a market which challenges me to apply the right method at the right time. And this is something that's even still challenging for me. Even 3.5 years of doing this, even after leading 3,000 people in the binary lab, this is something that still challenges me. And I think I'm getting better at it, but I think there's still room for improvement. And when you trade, okay, like I said, trade to win. And when you trade, if you lose, there is no real loss as long as you had the proper mindset, the proper management, because you are either making money or you are learning. Okay, you're either making money or you are learning. Every loss is a learning experience only if you put the proper mindset and money management behind that loss. If you didn't know what you're doing, if you put too much money on a trade, that's just being stupid. That's just like, scoring an own goal in soccer. Who does that? Right? So coming back to the thing, coming back to the game, yes, you are winning or learning. And when you let's say that if it's a tough market, like today's condition was fairly tough. I told those guys that if you can even hold your own or make a headway, you've won, right? Let's say if I played a player that's just about my level, and if I can level off 4 games all, it's already a mini victory. The next thing is that how can I exploit the right actions to win the next 2 games so that I can make it a set? Alright? Now, this brings me to my other point. Like I say, it's not the in the money percent that counts, it's the percentages that you make per day that counts. If you're constantly making gains, good stuff, alright? And how do you do that? Like I said, if you look at my trading report, I'll show you my trading report right now. These are my trades today. So I had different size trades, alright? Look at this. I had a $400 trade which I placed and I won 704. I placed a $120 trade, I won 199. The difference is the profit, by the way. I placed a $600 trade and won 1,062. I placed a $120 trade and won 208. I lost a $300 trade and lost a $300 trade. I won a $1,500 trade and which gave me 2,610. I lost these other 2 trades, 600 and 300. I won this $2,000 trade, which gave me 3,600. I won this $1,200 trade, which gave me 2,100. Okay, so if you look at my trade sizes, okay, and let me go on and show you. Just before that, it was messy. Okay, why is it messy? Look at this. Okay, I won this $500 trade, which gave me 880, but I also lost this 100. I lost this 500. I lost this 500 too. I lost this 300 trade too. I won this $500 trade. All right, so it's not as smooth sailing a result as I do get on some of my webinars, but all right, the important thing is that I won. I brought my account up from 51,920 to 53,218. All right, you can check my other video. So my previous day's result was actually on my Facebook page right here. This was my previous result. It was 51,900. Okay, I brought it up from 51,900 to 53,218. So, was the percentage good today? I don't know. Maybe 65%, right? Maybe, yeah, about 65%. Is way worse than, let's say, Monday or Tuesday, which is closer to 80-85%. But the difference is, the important thing is this, okay? In a game, when I play tennis, am I hitting my best shot all the time? So I'm among my peers, I've got a fairly Shane Coleman. Are the markets on the demo same as real market? Yes, it's the same market. But you got to be careful because some brokers like IQ Option, they're a bit dirty. They make the demo account and the live account have a different price feed so that you could be winning on the demo but losing on the live. That sucks. So most brokers that binary lab features, by the way, like I said, Binary Lab is a free daily training that I offer to people who open accounts through me. So the list that I have is in that Facebook link. Go check that out. Those brokers, they are all generally pretty good. So back to the point. I don't do that $2,000 trade every single time. I don't do that I don't do that $3,000 trade every single time. And did you guys even know yesterday I did a really big one? Okay, I did a $9,000 trade. Okay. Andy Roddick, world's fastest server in tennis. He hits a serve that's like what, 151 miles per hour. But he doesn't do that all the time. Watch Wimbledon, watch US Open, and just tell me how many times in a game does the world's fastest server hit at his fastest. There are different things like fatigue, strategy, or let's say if the opponent is used to your fast serve, why give him that, right? Vary it with a slice serve. Or let's say, if the market doesn't look like it does, that setup doesn't deserve a 5% trade, give it a 1%. If that condition looks like it's worth a 5% trade, give it a 5%. If the condition looks super irresistibly good, and you know that you can go in for that winning shot, go in with a 10% trade. Alright? That is how you should view it as a game. And if you view it as a game, what level of personal resource are you going to put into that point? Okay? Depending on how the opponent is behaving on the other side, is he running slow? Is he injured? Is he is he distracted? All right, is he having a bout of inaccuracy in his game? If so, I may run a little harder, hit a little harder. But if he's still got loads of energy, I gotta think of conserving my resource to be able to hold out the match and wait for their opponent to fall. You watch marathoners as well. You watch how marathoners behave in a race. In their post race interview, they'll be saying that this guy was neck and neck with me until the last 5 miles. I decided to just trail behind for a little bit, let him take the lead, and maybe the last 400 meters, I see that this guy seems to have trouble picking up the pace when I'm pushing him, and I know I've got strength to go. And this could have only worked out if I was just measuring him all the way to the end and keep my burst for the last final kick. All right, so that's how it goes in sports. Same way in your trading. If you're unsure, hold back. If you're sure, go forward. If you're unsure, like boxing. Any of you guys do boxing? All right. You guys watch Rocky perhaps, and then they're doing like guarding pose, and Rocky. If you watch movies about Rocky, oh my god. By the way, if you're a Rocky fan, go ahead and comment below. You see Rocky taking many hits. That's like the bloodiest looking boxer I've ever seen. Whoever gets his face as messed up as that. But the thing is that one thing he does well is that he holds out behind all those flurry of punches until he can deliver that knockout roundhouse. Alright, so that is the thing with trading as well. Watch for the right opportunity, and if you're not seeing opportunities, guard guard. You know, hold out for the opportunity to strike at the right time. I think today I'm probably. By the way, who out there watching this video is getting some sense and getting value out of this? I think this is you know, a lot of mindset training that I've ever given out like this in a while in between my videos. So like pace yourself, and when you are able to do this, you know, when you're able to fall back when the markets are against you and moving higher more strongly. Well, if you like what I say, go ahead and press the like button right now. So if you you know, if you see the market falling back, that's the time to go in. Like today, we had the markets going from a consolidation and a trend breakout, consolidation trend breakout to a swinging market. So when we see the swings are coming back, you know, amp in, and let's say, you know, I am not afraid to change the strategy. When I'm playing a tennis game, let's say if I know someone loves to hit the ball and he's bigger than me, he can play my same style better than me, you know, I'm gonna break his style. I'm gonna, you know, start throwing junk balls. I'm gonna start making him run. I'm gonna start playing the short angles and make him move around the court. So let the market, yeah, exactly, timing. Thank you. So watch your timing and, you know, play. You know, let the market play at your pace. You cannot change the market's pace, but you can change your pace on how you want to play on to the market. Okay, so I mean, these are some of the many advices that I find that have been really be able to make me different from many traders. There are other traders or even other students of mine that have higher accuracy than I. But one thing that I know that I do well is I'm very good at gamifying the experience. And recently I've set a goal that, you know, I'm not going to surrender. I'm gonna see every match. I mean, if I know that there's a chance that I can win, I'm going to see it through victory. All right. But at the same time, you need to know when to fall out as well. All right. Some tennis players like Kei Nishikori, my favorite tennis player from Japan, he recently pulled out of one of the big matches because you know, he was getting some back issues that has been troubling him through the recent weeks, and it is not bad at all to pull out when you believe that you don't have what it takes. I mean, run away from a fight that you cannot win. But for a fight that you even have a chance of winning, manage your money well, wait for the right chances to strike, and when you can successfully apply the right thing at the right time, you have improved as a trader, and you are one step to being more independent than you are today. When you are able to be more independent, making decisions at the right decisions at the right time, you know, you are ready to be able to trade out by yourselves. So that is what I wish to cultivate in the Binary Lab. Binary Lab is a community of traders that I've been running for the last 3.5 years. 3.5 years ago, I didn't have a group of people that could show me the way. I didn't have a group of people that could you know, point out what I was doing wrong in my trades, and I didn't have a group of people that could basically, you know, signal me, you know, when you know what's going good on the market or what's not, even if it may not be the right answer, but at least point me in a clear direction of what to do. So today I'm very glad that, oh, thank you. Femi says that Aussie New Zealand 20-minute trade was tense, but the result was worth it. So that last trade that we did today, as I predicted, is on point. I said 50% Fibonacci, and it did it. It was slow moving, and finally it kicked off, and then it worked out in excellent style. So that trade was exactly this one that you can still see on my screen. Okay, this is the final trade that we had on that one. The final trade that we did, it was this one, $400 trade, and it was it was down for a period of time. We entered at this price, but I said based on the previous behavior, it's more than likely to get to 50% retrace, and that's what it had. We expired right here. We're on point. Okay, and now, so for those of you who are not already a member of the Binary Lab, I mean, what are you waiting for? This is the group that you have been searching for all this time. And by the way, if you are in the Binary Lab, go ahead and like this video right now, and go ahead and tell people watching this video what you like about it so much. How do you find that this has improved you as a trader, and given you given you things that you haven't found elsewhere. Back then, those I didn't have a method. But when I had a method, I started to train people in the Binary Lab with the methods that I use, and now I don't even need multiple screens. A lot of traders have multiple monitors, fancy setups, and many of my students have 6 screens, 8 screens, 2 screens. But you know what? After 3.5 years, I still have 1 screen, and that's my MacBook Pro. I take it real simple. You don't need fancy resources. All you need is a Binary Lab and the Traders Chat, and you're all set for good trading. Get your mindset right. If you came on late, rewatch this video as well, because in this video I talked about the importance of the mindset. You play the match you believe you can win, and if you're out there to improve your skill but not win, then be on demo. All right, but if you believe that you can win, if you are interested in binary trading, not because there's money to be made, but because you believe that based on what you see other people of your caliber making money in this, and therefore so can you, then you should actually come in and trade binary options today. Thank you guys, and okay, some quick questions as well. When do we trade? In GMT, 1:30, 8:30, 1:30. Those are the times that we often trade. 1:30, 8:30. 1:30. So 1:30 a.m., 8:30 a.m., 1:30 p.m. in GMT. Okay. New York timing of the times we usually trade: 9:30, 4:30, 9:30. The laptop is enough. And for those of you who are not yet in the Binary Lab and sitting on the fence, I mean, go ahead and click that link in the video description. It gives you the information. And by the way, this is free. All right. What you ask members of the Binary Lab, how much could they possibly pay for this if it wasn't free? But this is free. The training is free for everyone who opens broker accounts through me. Click on the link for information, and I'll see you inside the Binary Lab. All right. If you find this video was valuable to you, be sure to share it and tag a friend so that they can also benefit from this mindset trading right here. I think this once again was probably the best video I've done this month in terms of mindset. Alright, see you on the inside. And for those of you who are subscribers on my YouTube channel, I'm going to be uploading this one over there as well, so be sure to share it.